Hello, it's Jim for the Monopoly Project. We're here on Val Vista Lakes on the Monopoly Project yacht. You can see it's kind of windy and choppy today, a little overcast. It's almost sunset. Of course, every successful real estate investor has a yacht, and we're on the Monopoly Project yacht. Unfortunately, it's the Bikini Girls' day off, so you just have me. So we're here to review, to do our floating book review, and today we have 5 books. So we're going to get to it right quickly. The 5 books are Succeeding by John T. Reed, Roma by Stephen Saylor, The Torrid Zone by Alaric Bond, How to Retire Overseas by Kathleen Petticord, and a book that I don't have with me, Be My Guest by the Disney Corporation. So let's get right to it. Okay, it's Jim back on the Monopoly Project yacht. We're out here doing our floating book reviews. You can see it's we're on Val Vista Lakes here. It's kind of choppy, it's cloudy. The sun's setting behind us, although it's a little hard to see. And so this book review is The Torrid Zone by Alaric Bond. This is the 5th book in the series. I think it's 11 or 12 part series. I read and reviewed the others, and as you know, I really like this author. I really like this. It's British historical naval fiction. It's pure fiction, although it's interweaved with what actually happened, you know, like Horatio, you know, all those famous people that we know are come through these books, but these are fictionalized accounts of what happened. In this book, Alaric Bond, it's a little more, the plot is a little more sophisticated than his previous 4 books. I don't know if that's because he's getting better at writing or because he's just wanted to make it a little more sophisticated. It's got a lot of nice subplots. It also has a serial killer, you know, 18th century serial killer in there. And so in this one they go off to the island St. Helena where Napoleon is eventually imprisoned and died. And along the way they have their necessary, you know, obligatory battle with the French, and eventually win after, you know, some harrowing circumstances. They have some really difficult characters, passengers on the boat, and of course the serial killer that I talked about was sort of interesting. And of course Bond intersperses a lot of what life was like on a British warship, or any ship actually at that time, a sailing ship. So it's very interesting, and I definitely recommend this book and the entire series, and I'm looking forward to the next one in the series. So you can see he's got some interesting stuff there on St. Helena, and he always writes an afterwards where he talks about how he put this book together and some of the interesting things about it, and the things about St. Helena and its importance to the British in that time is a very interesting read, and how it became less important, and especially after the Suez Canal. And so I think this book was written in 2015. In fact, he says in that point that they didn't even have an airport at St. Helena until 2016, and then once they opened the airport, then of course they got a lot more tourism, because St. Helena's way out in the middle of nowhere in the Atlantic Ocean, like 1,000 miles from anywhere. So anyway, so like I said, Alaric Bond, the Fighting Sail series, he's got his own website, you can find it. Highly recommended.